Welcome to the video tutorial of the Shared Food Facility Agreement. In this application, the Compact Mobile Food Operation, CMFO, operator, owner, or vendor is referred to as a dependent operator. We will show you the various sections of this document and provide examples along the way. Let's begin with page 1 of 3. The dependent operator's business information will be placed in the top portion of the application. First is the name of the business. Next is the address of the business. Make sure to include the number and name of the street, city, and zip code. Then provide the CMFO owner or dependent operator's name. Again, these terms are used interchangeably. Provide the mailing address of the dependent operator. And make sure to include the number and name of the street, city, state, and zip code. Include the email address, and then the phone number. Moving on to the proposed dependent operation section. Choose an option for where or how will the food be sold. Please select MFF and CMFO. Place a check mark on the type of food service conducted, which can be a low risk, moderate risk, and/or high risk. Check all that apply. Include the hours and days of the CMFO operation. Now we will go over the Permanent Food Facility Equipment Overview section. Question 1 asks, do you require new equipment that is currently not available in the permanent food facility? Choose a yes or no answer. Question 2 asks, what equipment, utensils, or sinks at the permanent food facility do you plan to use? Check all that apply. And question 3 in this section asks, what do you do with leftovers? Please make sure to answer. The next section is the Food Flow Overview. Identify the amount of shelving utilized. Label with the name of your business for dry storage. Refrigerated storage at 41 degrees Fahrenheit and frozen storage. Next, the permanent food facility operator's information will be completed. First is a facility name. Next is the contact person of the permanent food facility, the program record number, the facility address. Make sure to include the number and name of the street, city, and zip code. Then include the email address and the phone number. We will move on to the Permanent Food Facility CMFO Cleaning and Storage section. Choose a yes or no option for question 1. Are there facilities to allow for the proper cleaning of the cart? If yes, check each required item. Choose a yes or no response for question 2. Is there a potable water connection to fill freshwater tanks? And then choose a yes or no response for question number 3. Is there a vermin-proof area to store the CMFO? In the food production section, describe the food items, location, and equipment used when preparing your food. Describe the process with as much detail as possible. Note that all equipment must be NSF approved or equivalent. Write not applicable or NA to those that do not apply. Please review the conditions of approval section. The fourth bullet point has 2 options to choose from. The first, take responsibility for all health code violations of the dependent operator while operating in this permanent food facility. Or the option 2, not take responsibility for all health code violations of the dependent operator while operating in this permanent food facility. Thus, the dependent operator needs to obtain a separate permit. The last option on page 2 must be completed. It states, I understand this agreement and declare the information above to be accurate and correct. Let's move on to page 3. In this next section, the name of the permanent food facility operator or legal representative can be filled out for providing permission to prepare food for sale from their facility on the days and times listed and store food and equipment at their permanent food facility. The permanent food facility operator or representative can then add their signature and date it was signed. Next, the dependent operator will check the boxes that pertain to them for agreement and compliance. The dependent operator's name, signature, and date will be provided as applicable. Once all sections are complete, submit the Shared Food Facility Agreement to one of two programs. If your food cart is a standard plan cart or previously permitted cart, submit this agreement to the Mobile Food Program. If, however, your food cart is a custom-built cart, submit this agreement to the Plan Check program. Submit the Shared Food Facility Agreement along with all other applicable documents to the appropriate program after completion. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you. To learn more, visit the Environmental Health website by scanning the QR code displayed on the screen.